Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It's Jesse Addy live. Also joined today by the person to make sure that the station stays in business. Cicely Warrington is here
Yay.
Hi.
in charge of everything, and the guy that makes sure the station stays on the air more than you will ever know how much Jason Goldstein is the reason that country radio is on every day, 365 days of the year. At some point, it's because Goldstein fixes something.
I'm the fixture guy.
Basically.
Yep. All
Yes.
buns.
He's the call. Everybody's got that guy. Wherever you work, whatever your business. Oh, we got to call the guy. Goldstein's our guy. Just so you know. We're always looking for that first comment of the day as well. So feel free. We're on here every Monday through Friday on the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as well. Sometimes I like my face to be seen. There I am. So feel free to jump in and say hi. We're always loving the interaction as well. First off, let's talk about something that's going to happen on the radio station. This has been huge for us for this summer. Fridays, we start basically the weekend, you could call it, really, at Friday at 6 o'clock, our summer concert series. This week, Kenny Chesney. Now, Kenny was supposed to be at MetLife Stadium. Would have been this weekend, and I can tell you, I don't know if I'm supposed to, but Kenny and his team have heard about what we've been doing all summer. They've actually gone into the vault, pulled out some tracks that we'll be playing, some live tracks on the radio on Friday night. These are not released.
Wow.
These are not for normal use. These are from literally off Kenny's phone, I think, that he just sent us a Dropbox of tracks from different shows. And I think a couple of those from MetLife Stadium, too. So really excited about that as well. Goldstein, what's new in your world? What's going on, buddy?
Windows open kind of day, enjoying the weather. Finally, we're not dealing with the humidity anymore. So I think this is going to be just a stay local, go to the park, take a few laps around kind of day for me.
It's nice. I know. Is it cooler? It's a little bit cooler, isn't it, Cicely? It's nice.
It's beautiful. I was up early getting a few errands done this morning, and it felt like a crisp September day. Like I felt like I should be going to school or something.
Yeah,
it reminds
I
me
know.
of that. Like
Yes.
first couple of days of school, it's just like blue skies and perfect weather.
It's
for
nice.
your hair and everything else.
It's nice to walk outside and not go, ew.
Exactly.
It's been like 2 months of ew.
Yeah.
So I love summer and everything, but obviously we haven't been able to get out and enjoy as much as we would normally have. One thing I did notice, though, I'm going to mention this the other day. I have not seen every summer. There's that story when you turn on, every news station does it. They'll have somebody down the thermometer with the subway where it's like, this subway station is 125 degrees. I did not see that story at all. I think because there's just not enough people complaining that are on the subway right now. Didn't reach. So that's one thing hopefully we'll have back next summer is that story of people just so angry about how hot it is in the subway. We missed that life for sure. Got to let you know, too, this just in the couple states have been added to the quarantine list. So it is now Alaska and Delaware. If you're coming to New York, you need to quarantine. So keep that in mind. And now New York City is requiring hotels to have travelers from restricted states fill out quarantine forms before giving access to the rooms. I'm trying to think of how if you have to come to New York and you're going to stay in a hotel, but you have to stay for 2 weeks, so you can't just pop in and have a business meeting. I'm not quite sure. This is going to be hard for hotels. Obviously, you want people to quarantine. You don't want people spreading. But am I understanding the story, Goldstein?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking. I read a couple of comments on this, and someone was saying, "Do you really think hotels are going to be turning people away? With the the vacancy has been so low over the past few months, so." They're really going to say, well, you got to fill this out or we're not going to, take you in kind of thing. I don't know. I guess we'll see how that goes.
I'm not quite sure. I guess if you come on a business trip to New York, it has to be 2 weeks and a day, like the day that you leave the hotel to go meet with there. But nobody's meeting anyway. But I imagine if you're coming in maybe to see family, you want to quarantine before you visit family, maybe you could do that. But so that's just so you know, so you don't get in trouble. I just feel like I need to tell people stuff, so that they know what's up. All right, so pumpkin spice hard seltzer. As Cicely, you were talking about, it felt like fall was in the air. Pumpkin spice hard seltzer is on its way. Are you in?
Listen, I'm not going to lie. I have basic girl tendencies when it comes to this time of the year. So I will definitely be sampling the pumpkin spice hard seltzer. Got to do that. I got to get the one from Starbucks. I got to get all my stuff from Michael's, all the fall stuff, do the
Yes.
pumpkin picking, apple pick. And you know what I should do is go pumpkin picking and apple picking and then have a hard seltzer with me for the Insta. Be
See?
IG Basic Girl official for fall.
Do you do anything with all the apples though? Because so many people just fill up those bags and then they get home and they have way too many. Like, what am I going to do with all this?
Yeah, I mean, I typically get more than I should. I make some pies. I attempt applesauce. Not really successful with that one. And it's just fun to give them away, too, to some people who can't get to the orchard. But it's something I've done for a long time. I love it.
Nice.
I've never heard of someone recycling the apple picking bags. That's a whole new world.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, listen, you're out there for so long. You got to make it worth your while.
hopefully at some point across Cicely's desk comes an advertiser that wants to be on the radio station. Like, is it Vive? It's Vive, right? So
I'm
this is
gonna
their
go with Vibe, yeah.
this is their ad. Yep, this is real. Go ahead, roll your eyes, take a sip. So the hard pumpkin seltzer is coming your way. So
Looks
watch
good.
out for that. It does. It looks very refreshing. I didn't know Cicely was going to go as far in she did. Now all I'm just thinking about is all the pumpkin spice things. Jeremy Loves Bacon says Airbnb sounds like the way to go for a quick trip to NYC.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so.
if you want to go under the radar, but they do say limited rentals, which I think is Airbnb have to pay attention to that rule as well. So keep that in mind. It is time also. Let's talk about you hanging out with Tim McGraw virtually this Friday. His new album Here on Earth, and you could say a live stream experience, a live stream like no other. So basically, this is going to be happening at 9:00. We have access to you to get into that. Also, access for you to get the Here on Earth prize pack, and access to hang out with Tim McGraw virtually, because it's 2020. But you can find that at NewYorksCountry947.com. Do that. Sign up. All the passwords, keywords, texts, everything to know is on our website, NewYorksCountry947.com, which is scrolling on the bottom as well, just so you know. I think is it time for this day in history? This is like one of these moments where it's like nice to just look back to our old lives. Cicely, do you know what you're doing 2 years ago today? I said August 18th-ish because I believe it's actually August 19th that this is from, but it's close enough.
Yes,
Any guesses?
I have two really close girlfriends. Both of their birthdays are today. So I was probably with either one of them or splitting the day with the both of them to celebrate their birthdays.
You were actually the opposite of that, wanting to be very antisocial.
Oh.
Cicely, on August 18th-ish, I think it's August 19th, 2 years ago, who's watching Simone besides me? If you know me, you know I won't be answering the phone after 8 p.m. tonight. All about that.
That's right. Simone Biles, my girl.
I was trying to think what this was because I said, oh, it's the Olympics. But I think the last Summer Olympics are 2016. Was this like this was like a world championship?
This was probably like a national world championship competition. And yeah, usually on, Sunday nights in the summer. Yeah, this time of the year, I remember, there's always a big competition. And I was a gymnast from the time I was 5 years old until I graduated college. So it is like just ingrained in my blood that anytime gymnastics is on, no one's allowed to text, call, tweet,
Do not
Instagram.
disturb, right?
Do not disturb me.
I was wondering if you were going to reveal your gymnastics history, but was it Maryland or Temple? Maryland or Temple?
I went to Temple University in Philadelphia.
Temple.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I had Maryland in the head, and all of a sudden Temple jumped in there at the last second.
Maryland
so.
was my second choice.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We love Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, so August 18th, this is, I think, 3 years ago. It's time for me to step into the time warp. I was doing this. This was in
People.
in trouble. People everywhere. This is
Yes.
the Cornerstone, Hillsdale, New Jersey. If you look, I'm in the middle with the glasses on my head. Yeah. So anyway, that was another. Look at all those people.
Oh, the good
Not
old
a-
days.
Not a care in the world. 3 years ago. Little did we know. I would have stayed longer that night if I'd known that this is what the summer of 2020 was
Right?
going to be like. Although I think I probably look like I stayed pretty late that night, so I probably made the most of it. No regrets. So, so that's a good thing.
Aren't those
Also-
glasses still around the office? I feel like I saw them floating around the studio a few months back.
Gosh,
I think you got them on your desk or something.
speaking of the
or under 'em.
office, and maybe it's Cicely, see if you agree, and anybody, like if you haven't been to your office, somebody asked me like, what floor are you on? I could not remember the floor of the building we were on. I was like,
the studios were on 11. I
Yeah,
moved
11.
to 10. Yeah.
for some reason they said 7. I was like, no. And then obviously we all worked in another building before this.
That
and
was 17 was the
that
old
was-
building. Maybe that's where you're thinking the 7.
Wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the only
See?
reason why I have it top of mind is because when you do elevator, what I learned in the elevator every week, you always say, we're 11 stories up.
Yeah. See, I don't listen to myself enough to remember that I'm saying that every single week. We'll leave you with the fact that you can check out Rascal Flatts, radio.com live. Now, Rascal Flatts are supposed to have their big farewell tour this summer. It was like, that's it. We're done. Goodbye. And then that's not going to happen. Now, farewell tour means we're going to take like a 5-year break and then we'll do a Vegas residency, make a lot of money that way. But you got to build the anticipation. But for now, they still want to, do their farewell thing. They might do it next year, but you can check them out, radio.com live Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. This Saturday, it is the 22nd. All right. Well, thanks everybody for jumping on. This is always fun. We're here every Monday through Friday at 2 o'clock, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks to Cicely for coming on.
Bye. Thank you. Always good to see you guys.
I know
You
you're doing
too.
the gymnastics career just like Rascal Flatts at Vegas residency. You'll be coming soon.
Maybe we'll get a demonstration one of these weeks.
Oh God.
Well-
If that's the case, I've been on a fair world tour for the last 20 years.
Okay. Well, awesome. Thanks everybody for saying hello as well. And we'll catch you tomorrow. I'll be on the radio at 3 o'clock. Goldstein will be up early helping Katie Neal as well. Thanks.
Right.
Bye.